Shitty crowdfunded console Intellivision Amico gets delayed for a third time. Kinda how it happens with shitty crowdfunded things. Hi, welcome to Zgadgetreview. Alright, so Intellivision Amico. If you've never heard of this console, you'll be forgiven because it is a crowdfunded that was first announced in 2018. Now, as you can see here, this is pretty much a box with two semi-competent smartphones that looks more like a Zoom from 2006 than anything that was made in this decade. Now, the pitch for the Amiko is simple. Anyone, but I mean anyone, can pick this thing up and play a game. It can be from anyone that is at least 10 years old to your 90-year-old grandma. The games are supposed to be simple and rated E for everyone. The problem with this console is that one, is crowdfunded. Two, it hasn't really been shown to many people. They've shown some promotional videos. They had a promotional video for E3, or what they call their E3 presentation. That turns out that everything in this video that you're looking at right now is made out of stock footage. So none of these actors or the people that appear on these videos actually had a chance to play the console. They just were photoshopped with the console or using the console. Then they had this event at the video game museum where they had some people playing with the console supposedly and providing their thoughts on the console. But as we know, always all these testimonials that you see on infomercials are so real and compelling that this is technically what they are doing. And the third biggest thing to me is that this thing is supposed to cost $250. $250 for this thing, like that again looks like a Zoom from 2006 on a piece of plastic that has LED lights. Now, the controller is supposed to be this super easy thing that has this wheel and screen. So you're supposed to be able to do touch screen, I guess, and move the wheel around and control your characters or whatever the game is being made for that way. The system is supposed to have 6 games included in the system when you buy it for, again, $250. Some of the games that are going to be coming with that system, if that's what you can call it, this is an image that you're looking at from the game, and this comes from Video Game Chronicles scheme that kind of looks like that Windows, like early, like what was it, like Windows 95, I think it was, like skiing game, or maybe later, but it was like, and you had like I think Bigfoot chased you or that's kind of what this looks like. But of course, upgraded graphics, because come on, don't be crazy. We're not going to give you a game from 1995 with 1995 graphics. Then we have Shark, which, as you can see, looks like a shark that eats fish. Then we have Cornhole. Yes, Cornhole. So if you don't know what Cornhole is, it's a board that is angled and it has a hole in the middle. And then you throw a beanbag into the hole. And whoever gets the beanbag into the hole gets points. And Astromash, and this is Astromash. And then you're going to have Farkle. I personally don't know what Farkle is. Does not sound like something that I would want to play, and does not look like something that I would want to play either. Especially on a $250 console. In comparison, as much trash as I had said about the Xbox Series X, the Xbox Series S costs $300. $50 more than this with actual real games. And yes, not every game is rated E for everyone, but I'm sure you can find games for kids on an Xbox Series S or Microsoft's gigantic marketplace store. You want something better than the Xbox Series S? Then you can get the PS5 digital edition, which is only $400. And I'm saying only figuratively compared to the Intellivision Amico, sorry. But even just for $50, Xbox Series S, Come on. Now, why do I think that this is a scam? Besides all the other points that I already gave you, there's more. So this thing was supposed to be released on October 2020. Then the pandemic happened. So it got pushed. And I understand a lot of things got pushed due to the pandemic. So it isn't necessarily their fault that this happened, right? So they pushed it to April of this year. Of course, the date came and went, and then it got pushed to the fall of this year. But the shady thing is that people started getting emails about this thing being delayed again at midnight on Friday. Why would you send your customers emails about a delay late at night when most people aren't looking at their email? So it is another shady thing that you go and like, hey, we'll let people know that this is getting delayed, but we're going to do it really late at night over the weekend. This is what the email said to their suckers who have pre-ordered. We originally planned to launch Amiko in the fall of 2020, but had to adapt during the midst of the global pandemic, disrupting our production. Despite our best efforts and now facing new unprecedented international component supply and logistics challenges beyond our control, we want to apologize as we are forced to push our desired launch date yet again. In spite of these supply hurdles hampering our ability to fill all orders, we are focused and determined to deliver pre-order units by the end of the year. This will also allow us more time to optimize our operating system for future game development. We want to ensure that those who have anticipated the Amigo for so long get a chance to enjoy it as soon as possible. Of course, we will keep all our customers and interested parties informed and updated on our continued progress. So that's what the email says. So the email does not have a specific date when you're going to get these consoles. You're going to get it sometime at the end of the year. The end of the year usually goes from November all the way until the end of December. So I guess you have a 2-month window where you'll be surprised with your order in the mail. No, you won't. Biggest issue here is that this company isn't really showing this device to reputable publications, right? It hasn't gone to Kotaku, it hasn't gone to Engadget, it hasn't gone to The Verge, it hasn't gone to Polygon, it hasn't gone to Destructoid, it hasn't gone to IGN, it hasn't gone to GameSpot, it hasn't gone GameSpot, hasn't gone to Giant Bomb, hasn't gone to, I don't know, Linus Tech Tips, it hasn't gone to Austin Evans, it hasn't gone to anyone who you could say, okay, they saw it, they played with it, they touched it, and they can give us at least some information on what the experience was. No, all the marketing they have done is being marketing controlled by them. Like I mentioned earlier, their E3 presentation, stock footage, and the head of the company speaking to a screen. The big show off at the video game museum, again, is more like an infomercial than an actual, hey, this is a real hands-on with a console. So this is when you see things like this that we're so close to release, right? This was supposed to come out in April, and then it got pushed to, I think it was October or the fall, sometime in the fall, and no one is actually getting their hands on with the product. Then you should be worried that someone's trying to take you for a ride, because every single company that has nothing to fear, that wants their product to be sold, they put it on hands of all the people that I just mentioned you, so that word can get out there about their product. Am I surprised that this is getting delayed again? No, I foresee that this thing is never going to come out. That this thing is always going to be delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed. There's this huge Ars Technica article that has interviews of developers who have actually worked with the Amico. And the way they compare the performance of the Amiko is to a ZTE cell phone from 2016 that debuted for $100. This is a quote from the Ars Technica article that I will link in the description section. We found that ZTE Max Pro Z981 Snapdragon 6.7 Adreno 405 is a good benchmark test and runs just a little slower than the Amiko hardware. Just a little slower. This phone from 2016 just runs just a little slower than a console that is going to come out in 2021 for $250. Think about it. Something that sounds like a scam sometimes is a scam. And this is a $250 waste of money. The technology is not on par with anything that you should be paying $250 for in 2021. So if you're one of those people who did a pre-order, do yourself a favor, cancel the pre-order, get your money back. What do you think about the Amiko? Do you think that is a scam like I do? Do you think it's a real thing that is actually going to come out one day? Tell me in the comment section. If you disagree with my point of views, tell me in the comment section. That's it for me. Go ahead and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Go ahead and hit that bell so you can be alerted every time we have new videos. And thank you very much for watching.